Hi everybody, my name's Sean and welcome to the How to Hero YouTube channel where it's my job to awaken the hero within you. There's a hero within all of us. Today I wanted to try something different. I wanted to do a pick a card reading. So I've got three runes here. I've got the water rune. Let's see that. Come on, focus. The water rune, the sun rune, and the sword rune. And so you pick one of those runes that is calling to you, and that will be the pile that we're going to draw for you. And we'll get I'll put timestamps below so you can click on the timestamp for the pile that you choose. And then we'll do some messages from the angels as well. So without further ado, let's get started into pile number one. The Courageous Peony. Multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So this is talking about your unique gifts. As a starseed, you come to this planet with unique gifts that you want to share with others. We want to share our unique gifts with others because our uniqueness and our creative expression is how we sort of broadcast our divinity. It's how we channel the divine into our being and act as a conduit for source to come through us and express fully in the material world. And so it's important that we figure out what our unique abilities are. Typically with starseeds, we'll have whatever creative pursuit we tend to pick up, we pretty much pick it up quickly and get really good at it, whether it's singing or some sort of art like drawing or painting, or if it's music, something like that. We tend to pick it up quickly, and we can also be multifaceted in that way. Like whatever creative endeavor we tend to jump into, we pick it up quickly and learn really fast. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. So this is a reminder that you're not alone. It's a reminder that your star team is with you all the time. Your soul tribe, your your spirit guides, they're all watching and sort of cheering you on as you go about your mission. And it's not just about in the spirit realm. There's also it's important to know that you're not physically alone either. There's people around you that can support you. There are people that are in this world that are just like you. And as you start to awaken to your truth and start to align with your inner being, you'll start to draw those people into your experience. You'll start to meet the people that are nearby. You'll start to meet people that are like-minded and sort of doing the same sort of thing that you're doing or think the same sort of way. They're much more in alignment with the type of person that you want to be and the type of person that you are at your core. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. So this is a reminder to keep your body vibrating high. So we want to keep our vibration high, and the reason that we do this is so that we can have a clearer conduit into source, and we can be more thoroughly, I guess, given our intuition. Our intuition comes in from source and pushes us in these different directions. But when we're low vibration, or when we're stuck in fear-based emotions such as like shame, guilt, things like that, we are less open to receiving the transmissions from source. So when we're less open to receiving the transmissions from source, we start to fall off path, and we start to sort of get stuck in a rut of some kind, or we start to go down these different pathways that aren't in alignment with our inner being. And so let's get some clarification on this. You're not alone. So what can we do to find our physical or our community? Let's see if Spirit has any advice for us here. I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot to supplement this part. The Lord. Ah. So the Lord knows what he wants. He's steadfast in his understanding of himself. And so this is essentially saying what I was saying before. If you want to find your tribe, you need to first find yourself. You need to find yourself and understand where you sit. Understand what makes you tick. Understand what makes you happy to be, doing what you're doing, and what makes you feel good about the situations that you're in. Let's see if we can supplement this one more. Yes. And see, so as we come into the understanding of who we are, we start to find the camaraderie, the Three of Cups. We'll find relationships and emotions and good times with people that are of like-minded individuals, people that are having the same sort of goals that we have. And let's see if we have a message from the angels of Atlantis. We'll round it off with a message from the angels, see what the angels have to say about this. And that rune is the water rune, if you were wondering which rune that was. Surrender. Let's show that. Surrender is one of the most important things you can do. What I get from this is surrender to yourself. Surrender to your true being. Surrender to what feels good. Do as thou wilt, for that is the law. Something Aleister Crowley used to write, or wrote in the Book of the Law. And this is about surrendering to faith. One of the biggest sort of tests of faith is the ability to surrender to what is going to happen without understanding. Surrender to the universe. So you don't know what's going to happen, but you surrender to the universe and understand that the universe has your back and that all will be abundant, that you'll have everything you need, and you move forward through it, even through the tough times and through the things that are challenging. You understand that you have that abundance always. Now let's move on to number 2. All right. So the second rune, if you chose the Sun rune, the first card we have is Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call and support. So this is about going within. This is about going within to connect to your star family. The guidance that you need to participate in the mission that you're on is located within. And the way that we establish that connection is by first setting intention and by quieting our mind. And sort of the best way we can do that is practice meditation. Increase our ability to sit still in the stillness and then become present. And then as we do that, we'll open up the sort of the conduit for transmissions from our star team. You got the love. Hadrian energy, codependency, boundaries. So this is a reminder that sometimes people will seek to take advantage of us. They're going to try to take our power away from us. They're going to, our society and a lot of our constructs and limiting beliefs are things that are there because people believe that they don't have the power to do otherwise. And this is a reminder that you're a sovereign being, that you are in control of your energy, you're in control of your power. And when you don't like something the way that it is, you're able to set that boundary and say, no, I refuse this. This is not for me. And you do that with compassion and forgiveness and surrender in your heart, right? You with compassion just say, that's not for me, no thank you. And that's how you kind of move out of those situations. And if people don't respect those boundaries, then you just simply let them go. You don't have to deal with those people. It is your choice who you deal with in this life, right? It's your choice who you talk to, who you don't talk to, that type of thing. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So this is a reminder that healing is within you to activate in yourself. You can use Arcturus energy, or you can use other energy to facilitate the healing, but essentially what you can do is look inside and envision yourself surrounded in white light and basking in the white light and cleansing all of the components of your body, all of the cells inside, everything that makes you a person. All of your energy is getting cleansed, and when you do that and envision yourself getting cleansed that way, you essentially heal the negative energy that's stuck in your energy systems, and this will allow for more clear contact with source and your higher guidance, or in your inner self, your true self, or your higher self, as well as connection back to your star family, your star team, and you're able to call in support more easily, or also you'll be more likely to see synchronicities and be more present to see that type of thing happen. So let's see if we can get some more information on the boundaries, see if we can understand what Spirit means by that. Prince of Wands, and Eight of Wands. So what I'm getting from this is it feels like that there's people in your life that will kind of make you feel like your ideas aren't necessarily the like gonna work, or like you can't do something the certain way that you've planned on doing it. There's people in your life that will try to kind of bring you down because they're seeing you rise, they're seeing your light, they're seeing you shine, and that causes them to sort of in a self-protective way hide from their own darkness. And the reason that they do that is because they don't like to see that the sort of the lack within themselves that they feel is there anyways. Now at the core, we're all multidimensional and divine beings of light. And so people forget that, though. Everybody forgets that. And so when they see another activating with brightness, it causes people to act in different ways, in strange ways. And what we need to do is establish boundaries with those types of people that are not behaving in ways that are conducive to like what we're trying to do. We set boundaries and we just kind of cut them off. We only allow them in so much as we need to in order to like facilitate whatever the relationship is. Sometimes there's people that we kind of got to keep in our lives, but we can limit how much we engage with those people and how much we more importantly, we can limit what they say and do and how that affects us. We can choose how to respond to anything external to us, right? Any external stimuli, we get to choose how we respond to that. So let's check for a message from the angels. Angels of Atlantis. What advice do the angels have? Archangel Michael's here with patience. Everything takes time. Everything takes time. And for these ideas that we have, like sometimes we can start to think that the people were right because we start to follow through on these ideas and we're not seeing the success right away, and we lose faith in ourselves, we lose faith in what we're trying to do. And this is Archangel Michael coming in to say, be patient. There's fruits to be harvested from this labor, from planting this crop, and you just need to stick on the path and keep moving forward. When you experience boundaries or obstacles and things get in your way, keep pushing forward and keep being keep yourself motivated to move forward and complete things as you saw them being completed initially. All right, so this is the Sword Rune. The first is Starkeeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. So this is a reminder that sometimes we can get caught up in our imagination and caught up in the clouds, and we can kind of float away. This is a reminder that we came to Earth to participate in a mission of healing Gaia and of anchoring more light into Gaia. And it's important that we remember that, because we can feel like we need to go home, or we can feel like we don't belong here, or we don't want to be here, and we can sort of forget the mission because we get so wrapped up in wanting to go up into the stars, and we can, gaze up at the moon and the sun and the stars and kind of get lost. And we came here for a reason. We came here to experience life and to experience the material world and to experience what Earth has to offer us in an effort to heal the trauma that has been endured here. And so this is just a reminder to that, called, this is the next card, called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. So you're going to start your spiritual gifts start to awaken. Different psychic abilities might start to awaken. You might start to hear things. Your different the different clairs might open up. So you might be clairaudient or clairsentient or clairvoyant, etc. The different clairs will open up depending on what you're sort of attuned to naturally, and then also depending on what kind of you've practiced. And these are sort of like muscles, and as they activate and open up, you can start to practice more and more. And the more you practice, the better you'll get at reading these subtle energies. And the better you get at reading the subtle energies, the more you'll be able to use these gifts to, sort of access this information that's coming in. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So this is about forgiveness. This is about forgiving yourself for some of the past wrongs that you've done, mostly. Because when you forgive yourself, you're creating a pathway for forgiveness for others. And whenever you are sort of blaming others for things that are happening to you, you're in a way blaming yourself. We're all one. And so when you judge another, you're judging yourself. And that's why Jesus said, judge not lest ye be judge not yet lest ye be judged. And what that means is, by judging another, you're judging yourself. And by not letting yourself off the hook for something, you're keeping that resentment or that negative energy packed inside. You're not letting it out. You're not processing it and moving through it with compassion and forgiveness and surrender. And so this is just a reminder to kind of keep that in mind and to forgive yourself for those wrongdoings or perceived wrongdoings. A lot of times too, the things that we think were wrong that we did, we were only acting with the information that we had at the time, right? So a lot of the times, and when you start to think about things like that, you start to understand that, oh, okay, everybody's always acting with the information that they have at the time. And so when people make mistakes, they're sort of typically they're doing the best they can. It allows us to have a little bit more room in our heart for understanding people make mistakes, and it gives us space to forgive them. Now let's see if we can get more information on what kind of spiritual gifts you might get, or what soul gifts we might be talking about here. Hangman. Seven of Swords. Okay. So what this tells me is that the spiritual gifts that might be coming your way are the idea about using the spiritual gift to see things in a different way. So you would use the gift to see something that you may not have seen before without it. So that's probably something like clairvoyant or clairaudient, using tarot, or perhaps using other divination tools to sort of check questions before you dive into things like that. It could also have something to do with creativity and using your ability to be creative and your intellect to generate stories or music or something like that that will help people see things in a different perspective. So you'll cast a new light on different scenarios or different types of things in order to heal, in order to cause healing in the individual that witnesses that, if that makes sense. So let's see if we have a message from the angels. Friendship, Uriel, friendship. You're not in this alone. There are people and your star tribe, soul family, soul tribe, whatever you want to call them, spirit guides. There's people supporting you, and you're not in this alone. Your spirit guides are constantly rooting you on, constantly watching, and trying to sort of shower you with love and different blessings. And it's up to you to sort of open your eyes and sort of see the grace and see the magic in the world. And by doing that, you'll open your heart to receiving friends and different people that are on the same sort of alignment or the same sort of path that you're on, the same sort of spiritual journey. They'll start to come into your life, and you'll have opportunities to make really nice friendships with these people that are more in tune with the type of person that you're moving towards being. So I hope you guys like that. That was my first attempt at doing a pick a card reading. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you liked the video, click the like button. It really helps with the channel. If you want to see more of the stuff I make, consider subscribing and clicking that bell notification icon so that you get notified when I make new content or go live. Thank you so much, and take care.